G'day folks, well this is going to be a walkthrough solve of this 5x5x3 cuboid. This one was made by Hunter Palshook a number of years ago. Haven't heard from Hunter for a while, so I hope he's doing well. It's a great little puzzle and really well made, and I've played with it a lot. You can see that his signature is worn completely off, and just going to do a walkthrough with whatever comes my way, excepting one little area with the triplets, and I'm going to make sure I show both possibilities for where things aren't quite right. They're making the edge triplets. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to go faster than I normally would, and probably also at some point it's going to go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Oh well, that's what it is. Okay, so first thing, locate the white center. There's the top face, there's the bottom face. I want to get white and yellow edges in like this. I don't care about the little strips there, just that. That's correct, that's correct. That's flipped. That should be in the middle. So I just want to firstly get, if I can, get four white or yellow pieces up. So there's the third one. Can I get one that's sitting in position? Doesn't look like I can, so I'm just going to have to use something like little edge piece series there to get 4 on that face. Okay, so there's 4 of them in. Now put that on the bottom and pretend that I'm doing a Rubik's Cube edges first and get the middle layer edges in. Now the only thing here is I'm going to make sure I orient them correctly. So this is the green center, this is the orange. I want to put an edge here which is either green orange or green red, facing the correct way. So I don't want that to be red and that to be green. So this one's fine. Where's another one? There's an orange blue here. So in other words, I don't want to turn that down so that the blue matches with the red. I've got to put it in so that the blue matches with the green, the orange matches with the red. Okay, that's done. Let's do another one. If I can find another one, there's one over here which is a red blue. So again, we'll put that in like so. And where is, I've got those 4 white ones there. Here's the other one, probably staring in front of me. Oh, it's right there. It was staring in front of me. Put that one in as well, correctly oriented. Now what that's going to leave me with is some edges on here. I'm either going to have, in this case I've actually got 1, 2, 3, they're all correctly oriented. I've got 1, 2 which are correctly oriented, and these 2 are incorrectly oriented. That means is I just need to flip them. So I'm going to put them next to each other first of all and flip those 2 with just a front and up, right, up prime, right prime, front prime. So now what I see is that all the middle layer edges are in. So by edges I mean those little pieces there. Don't care about these ones in the middle, between those edges at this point. I will soon, but not now. Now I've got the edges on the top. I now need to flatten the corners so that they look like this. So these 2 need flattening. Depending on what I've got, there's a few techniques that I can use. I'm just going to actually use the corner piece series for cuboids here, I think, just to flatten these 2. So that'll come down to there, that will go up to the top, and this one will come down, so it'll at least flatten one of them. Okay, that one's flat. Let's have a look at another lot that I can do. And I might, at some stage, just use the corner piece series as it is. So for example, yep, I'll just cycle these 3 around on that top face. That leaves 1, 2, and those ones are done, so just 2 left. So I want to just line them up so that, now this may not actually be as possible as I'd like. If I put it there, that's no good. Is that better? It actually is not better, but I'm going to flatten them like that anyway and then see what happens. So I'll flatten these 2. what do I have? Yep, all 4 of them. Just checking everything as I go. Sometimes I don't talk because I'm thinking. So yeah, I think that's good. I've got all the middle layer edges correctly oriented. I've got these on each face done. I've got all the corners flat. You can see it's starting to look more and more like cuboid form. Now my next thing is to flatten these things here, and I want to have them lined up the same, so 2 are the same. So if I turn that up like that, that's good. I can then put that there, turn it down, and they're all facing the same direction. And now that enables me to separate these things, and I can flatten them in exactly the same way that I just flattened these corners by only turning that slice as my upper turn there. That's done those 2. I'll turn it around, do the other 2. Here we go, that's looking better again. Okay, so they're all done. I've got complete movement of all the separable faces, the separable, what do you call them, axes or whatever, I don't know. Next thing is to get these bits into where they belong. And so you can see there that there's an orange piece in here which definitely does not belong in here. If I don't get them now, I won't be able to get them later. So generally what I'm trying to do is I would turn that green, and I'd turn the green onto there. If I could, I would actually look to, I might even get this one on the other side just for now. Green's going to turn to there. This one's going to go to there. This one's going to go to there. Probably no point on that because I'm going to have to take it out again anyway soon. So how do I do it? Well, I actually just turn it in on that slice like that. That of course creates these things which I go and just take care of as I did just before. Two of them are done, do the other 2. Okay, where am I now? I've just got that red one left to get into its correct position. Having said that, that orange one's got to come out because that's not where it should be. That blue one's got to come out. That's fine. So I've got 3 that have got to come out. So I would then go, let's get the red into there and get the blue out. Now it may technically be possible to take them all out now and keep this turnable, but I just don't trust myself. So I'm putting them, flattening them down as I go. That blue's out. I've got to put that blue in to a blue-green, but I'd like to get the orange out as well. So I'm going to push that blue into there, push the orange out. Now that has also taken out that green. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can do something about that. I don't want to do that. I'd actually prefer to take out that little bit there and push this blue in at the same time. So the blue's going to go to there. The orange will come out ready to place, that blue will go into there, and this one will come out to there. That's much better, much happier with that. Things go a lot better when I think about them. Okay, how are we going? Just got to get that orange into its slot over here. Now, the problem that I'm going to have is that I'm going to end up pushing out another orange from here if I'm not careful. So instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is just do sort of like a 3 cycle to move this to here, and this back to here. Alright, like this. Turn that around, bring that out. return, return. Now what does that do? It gets that orange piece where it belongs, and it now just means that I've got some stuff to fix up. I'll do that. Two left. Okay, they're all in. You can see that is absolutely returned to cuboid form now. We've got, what have we got? We've got all the edges correctly positioned. The reason I wanted to orient them correctly before is that now I can happily just turn these edges until they are all placed. Like that. You can see all the outer edges in the middle layer are placed. The other reason I had to get these things in is now I can just easily go ahead and put the other middle layer pieces into their positions like that. And the whole of the middle layer is now complete. I can turn that back and you can see, looking around, that's what I was aiming for there. I've also got everything flat. Now at this point, normally I guess sometimes I would have done the entirety of this. The only thing I care about is getting the little strips, the little edges there. I'll do the corners at the end because there's a chance that they may come out anyway. But I do want to do the edges now, so that's just going to be a matter. In fact, I don't need to not turn this because I can put that back easily enough. Now where's the other one? Okay, get both of them. So all the yellow ones are on the yellow face, all the white ones are on the white face. That middle layer is still cool. Now the middle layer is going to come out now. That's okay because I'll be able to easily put it back in. Just these edges on the side. Now my task is to make edge triplets. So there's a double. I want to find the other white orange, which happens to be down there. Bring it together and then turn it off to a side face. Replace it with another one. Turn it back. Return centers. Now you'll see when I do that, I've made a triple. It has put the edge out, but I don't care. I'm not going to put that back now because all the others are going to come out. I'll do it at the end. There's a red-yellow double. Find the other red-yellow piece. It's on the side, so I turn it off onto that layer. Bring it up like that. Replace it. I'm always looking for pieces that are already done, so like that one there. And I don't need to finish this one, so I won't. I'll just make sure that the little edges are returned in the center. A couple of white greens there. The white green, oh, there it is. So I just always want them opposite so that I can match them up and then replace them. Then return the centers. Oh, I've done a few. What's left? Yellow orange here, so now I might actually have to put another piece. I've got all the ones on the side are completed, so I'm going to have to perhaps put this one over onto the side just to be able to use that. Now I can bring the yellow oranges together, replace it with that piece I just used. Now I'll see what's left. One there, one there, one there. I'll just, at this stage, just keep making them. I'm going to put that one over on the side and I'm going to make this white-red one. Return centers, have a look. Ah, beauty. Okay, so I've got two left. Now, if we look at the two left, what the interesting thing about these two is this is one of the situations I said I wanted to show. It involves a single swap of little edge pieces. That one to there, that one to there. That is very different from a double swap. And I'll make sure I show what happens with it. I'll set up for the double swap later. But the single swap, the way that I solve it is, doesn't matter where the edges are. So this could be over here. It makes no difference. All you have to do is turn the second slice, which contains that piece that's dodgy, a 90-degree turn. Now that has fixed that issue. Now I've got to put back firstly these little pieces and then these little pieces in the standard fashion. So how will I put back this green one? Well, let's go over here and just do a 3 cycle with these ones. So for example, that. How descriptive was that? Okay. Next I've got to put back this blue one. I'll do that in the same fashion. Alright, so I've put back the edges, that's all good. Now I've got to flatten these little things in the same way that I did earlier. And I've got 2 more here. Right, they're all flattened again. Just checking, if you want, you can move these over to check that everything is going to be, all the edges are going to be correct and those other little bits are still in there. That's cool. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, making edge triplets. And all the 4 on the side. What have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. So I would now continue trying to make them. Going to need to put another piece on the side. What am I making? The white blue. Replace it with that one. Oh, I haven't put my centers back. I forgot to tell you that. This is one of those moments. Oh yeah, got to do that. So before I remake those triplets, I have to get the yellow white centers back as well. So that's got to be, the white's got to be there. Let's move that yellow up to there. Turn it round. Bring that down. Okay, those little centers are done. Probably just mucked up what I did, but that's okay. Put that outside, make the yellow oranges, return centers. 3 to go. Let's put that one out there, that looks really dodgy. Got the yellow, I've got the white red somewhere. Let's not put that one out there because I actually need that. So let's turn that around and make the yellow blue. So I bring the yellow blue up to make that triplet and use this one to replace it. Return centers. Oh, fantastic. Okay, this is the other thing that I was hoping not to have to set up for, but I wanted to show. So this is it. So in this scenario, what I've got is these 2 left to go, and I've actually got a double swap. I've got 2 swaps of edges. So that white red and the green yellow have to swap, and that white red and green yellow have to swap. That is no sort of parity issue. All that has to happen here is you do a 180-degree turn on the central bit. I'm turning that as well because it doesn't matter. Now, having done that 180-degree turn, first thing I'm going to remember this time is fix these centers up. So, hang on, what am I trying to do? Yeah, that's it. Okay, got the centers there. I've also got to fix these blue-green things here. So I'll put them back. Right, they're fixed. That's fine. Now I go and remake those edges. When I go to remake the edges, let's do the white red. The white red goes there. Turn back the centers. 1, 2, 3. They all look dodgy now, which is actually normally a good sign. They're all separate, so let's just choose. We'll put that over there and we'll just we'll attach this yellow green over to here with that one. Centers back. What we're going to see now is 3 edges like that, where they're all kind of the same edge next to another center. And for example, I can, that's orange white, yep, I can move the orange whites up here, replace them with this dodgy one that's down the bottom, return centers, and we'll see that all of those triplets are now done. So that's quite different, that little double swap, it's quite different from that single swap. Much easier fix. So what I've done now is I can, if I want, I can put the edges back. So the middle layer's back. I've reduced these edges to a single edge. I'm still leaving these. I don't care about them yet. I'll do them right at the end. Now I want to treat it as a 3x3x2 cuboid. So if this is yellow, that's yellow red. Hey, that's where that belongs. This one's yellow green. So I'm now going to use 4 moves pretty much all the time to place the yellow pieces where they belong. That's supposed to be yellow orange. Like that. Now I'll use this one to help me make the white ones. White red's in position. That's got to be white green. Let's bring that around. Now what have I got? I got a 3 cycle. So white, blue, white, orange, yellow, blue. Finish that off. Okay, that's done. What's next? Oh yeah, corners. These corners. Okay, so yellow, blue, red has got to roll across to there. So now I'm going to use the corner piece series for cuboids. Exactly the same move that I was moving to flatten things, but it's just going to be on the outer faces. That piece is a yellow, blue, orange. I'm going to see if that's on the top. It's not, but it is here. So it's down this position. I can do a simple setup to put it at the back and place this one at the same time. So here's the move again. U prime, left 2, U, right 2, and repeat. When that's done, I'll undo that back turn for my setup and I'll see that one's placed and that one's placed. Now I'll use these two to go about placing some white ones if I can. Let's do it on the white face. White, blue, red going to there. We'll just use that one. That one's done. 1 there. 2 here. Okay, so I'll be using these 2 and finish the corners off. All those corners are done. What's left? These little things here. Guess what I'm going to use? That's right, the corner piece series for cuboids. This time though, I'm not going to turn the outer faces, I'm going to turn just the inner slices. I'm going to turn the upper faces and the inner slices for left and right. Let me explain. I want that yellow to go to there, I want that yellow to go to there, and I want that white to go up to there. Here's what I do. Right, sorry that was an up. Instead of turning the right, which will affect corners, I just turn that right slice. Up prime, left slice. Repeat. And you can see that it doesn't affect anything except these little pieces in the center. So that's done. I've got one more to go. Yellow to white. We're done. There's the 5x5x3 cuboid. I hope that was vaguely enjoyable, and thanks for watching.